The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Happening now at 6, covering the entire DMV, remembering a fallen firefighter. Community members, loved ones, and other first responders preparing to lay a Loudoun County firefighter to rest tomorrow, 2 weeks after he lost his life in the Sterling home explosion. Pledging support for Metro, Virginia lawmakers announcing they're chipping in more money to keep WMATA from having to make widespread service cuts. And last chance for voters to hit the polls in the district. DC wrapping up its GOP primary at 7, tracking those results for you tonight.
And it has been a dry day today, although there were some clouds earlier. They've seemed to have broken up a little bit, and we have some sunshine or clearer skies, but that will quickly come back to some cloudy skies. We'll talk all about it, and your temperatures are right around the corner.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 6. I'm Daniel Hamburg, in for Ben Dennis. A community will gather tomorrow to honor a fallen firefighter who gave his life to protect others. 45-year-old Trevor Brown died last month when a house in Sterling exploded. A preliminary investigation blamed a leaking underground propane tank for the blast. DC News Now's Dave Laval joins us from where the explosion happened along Silver Ridge Drive. Dave, what can you tell us?
Good evening to you, Daniel. Right now, a fence surrounds what's left of this house destroyed in the February 16th blast that killed Trevor Brown and injured 13 others, mostly firefighters. Tributes to Brown line the fence along the property on Silver Ridge Drive. The blast also left 3 nearby homes unsafe for people to live and caused various degrees of damage to 6 others. Families are still able to live in those homes. One of them belongs to John Lee, who we caught clearing the street of some of the debris. Monday's funeral for Trevor Brown will take place at Cornerstone Chapel in Leesburg, where Lee attends services. He told us he will likely be among the mourners.
Just to show support for the firefighting community and just all that they do for us. It's really, they put their lives on the line every day, and we're just very thankful for what they do.
The funeral starts at 11 a.m., but road and lane closures around the church will start at 6 a.m. and run through 3 p.m. Those include Tolbert Lane, Sickleland Road, and Battlefield Parkway. Also, Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin has ordered all state flags to fly at half-staff Monday as a tribute to Trevor Brown. We are live in Sterling. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Thank you, Dave. All right, let's get a check of the forecast with meteorologist Scott Sumner. Scott, it's cloudy today. There were a lot of people out because it was really nice, but we're expecting some rain.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be the big story here, Daniel. Temperatures today were pretty pleasant. I did say we'd get up there into the 60s. We hit the mid-60s, 65 degrees. The low this morning was 43. The average high should be 52. The morning average morning low with about 35. So you can see we were well above those marks on the high and the low. Right now we're seeing, like I said earlier, some clear skies here at the top of the newscast, 58 degrees. We do have some sunshine, but clouds are going to roll right back in here as we go throughout the overnight, as well as some potential locally dense fog like it was earlier this morning. You can see here a little bit of a break here in the cloud coverage, but that's over the last 12 hours. With regards to planning our evening tonight, we expect from 7 to 9 p.m. to temperatures still hold into the 50s where they are now with partly cloudy skies. And as far as the headlines, yeah, we could have some more morning fog for your start of the new work week. A mixture of sun and clouds, unsettled week ahead, and we'll have temperatures that are pretty much locked into the 50s and 60s. I'll have that 7-day forecast for you coming up in just a little bit.
Alrighty, thank you, Scott. New tonight, police in Prince George's County say a man was shot and killed in a stairwell this morning. Officials say it happened on New Hampshire Avenue in Tacoma Park around 7:20 a.m. Once on scene, police found a man suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. He was later pronounced dead on that scene. The investigation is ongoing. Police in Montgomery County have identified the motorcyclist who was killed in a crash Thursday. Officials responded to that crash just after 3 p.m. at the intersection of Stauffer School Road and Centerway Road near Montgomery Village. Police say a driver of an Acura was turning when it collided with the motorcycle. The driver of the motorcycle, 35-year-old Anthony Bernard Lee, was ejected from the bike. He later died from his injuries at the hospital. In the district, DC Fire and EMS responded to a fire at a restaurant in Northwest DC this afternoon. Firefighters responded to the scene on 6th Street near H Street just after 1 o'clock. Officials say the fire was on both floors of the 2-story restaurant. That fire was put out about 30 minutes later, and there were no reported injuries. Well, Metro is one step closer to cutting down its projected $750 million deficit. Initially, the Virginia House budget had $150 million in the funding, but the Senate's version did not. Today, Virginia State Senator Luis Lucas, chair of the Virginia Senate Finance Committee, posted on X saying, after securing commitments for the long-term reform that Metro needs, she has decided to put their extra funding into the Senate budget for this year. Maryland has also pledged $130 million and D.C. $200 million. Today, Metro General Manager Randy Clark thanked Lucas, saying this is a big step in helping to avoid devastating service cuts so people have access to jobs, schools, and health care. Meanwhile, a heads up for Metro riders. WMATA is doing track work impacting several lines tonight. Red Line trains will be single track between Van Ness and Friendship Heights. Trains will operate every 18 minutes between Glenmont and Shady Grove and between Glenmont and DuPont Circle. On the Silver Line, there will be no service between Stadium Armory and downtown Largo. Well, staying in the district, it's the last day for voters in D.C. to head to the polls for the Republican primary. The 3-day primary began on Friday. Voting ends tonight at 7 o'clock, and results will be announced around an hour after polls close. D.C.'s 19 delegates for the Republican convention are at stake. We will bring you updates on those results as we get them. Well, selling recreational marijuana in Virginia is a step closer to becoming reality. The only thing standing in the way is Governor Glenn Youngkin's signature. DC News Now's political and government reporter Leonard N. Fleming has reaction in Northern Virginia.
The possibility for legalizing cannabis for recreational use is creating a buzz, especially in marijuana dispensaries like this one. And people tell me the demand for marijuana is growing every day.
I'm sure it will pass. I mean, it's probably $1 billion industry, you know, or more.
Joseph Park says he's new to using cannabis in Virginia, which a majority of state lawmakers want legalized. The 32-year-old has end-stage renal failure. Marijuana helps him sleep and regulates his pain, he says.
Cannabis is something that takes away all the nausea and stuff, so anything going in that direction for it is good for me.
Democrats who control the Virginia General Assembly voted to create a market for cannabis. The bill now goes to Republican Governor Glenn Youngkin, who hasn't said whether he will or will not sign it.
I think if the government can get money from it, then they'll accept it.
I believe this is something that not only do we want to happen, but it's something that needs to happen.
Bobby Vincent III is the regional compliance manager for Beyond Hello, a medical marijuana dispensary with several locations all around Northern Virginia. Demand in Virginia, he says, is growing.
They're excited, they're eager, they're anxious. Not only do we have the ability to build $1 billion industry here of infrastructure and of course support, but we also have the ability to provide thousands of jobs, and we have the ability to raise hundreds of thousands of tax dollars.
And will Governor Youngkin sign the bill? Vincent says he thinks so.
We're very optimistic that he is going to understand the need here in the state.
Reporting in Fairfax, Virginia, Leonard N. Fleming, DC News Now.
Well, coming up on DC News Now, scoring perks from Amazon Prime, the new features that it could save you money. Plus, a University of Maryland grad blasting off tonight after last night's launch was delayed. More on what experiments the former Terp will be a part of when she arrives at the International Space Station. You're taking a live look at the Washington Monument. You're watching DC News Now.